All right. Hello, everybody. That was a great introduction from Emily, learning a little bit about our product and what we were doing over the summer. And my name is Nathan Brennan. I'm an incoming sophomore at the Paul School of Business and Economics, and I have an interest in entrepreneurship and sustainability. And starting last October, we got heavily involved in some of the e-center programs, specifically the 3-day startup, which is a very intensive weekend, which is all about creative design and problem solving, and that's where the inception of Greywater came through. So Greywater is an in-home sustainable solution to freshwater scarcity, and our target market is the West Coast, where water scarcity affects the most people. So like aforementioned, we had success here at school. We participated in over 20 entrepreneurial events ranging from national to regional to state to school competitions, and finding success like winning the Social Venture Innovation Challenge, as well as participating in the Holloway competition and getting a couple of sustainability awards from the undergraduate research conference. And we really wanted to roll into the summer with a little bit more momentum and do some real research, get our hands dirty and get in the trenches. So we applied for the Summer Sea Grant, and thankfully we were awarded it. So our goals for the Summer Sea Grant were to gain a better understanding of the in-home sustainability market, to interview industry professionals, and to finally create a V1 prototype which we can move forward with this coming school year. So while Emily was doing customer research out west, like you heard before, I was doing prototyping on the East Coast, and I broke my summer down into 4 steps. The first step being filter research. What kind of filter media do we need to sufficiently filter this greywater? Step 2 being greywater regulations and codes coming throughout the United States. We need to know what would meet code, what wouldn't meet code. Step 3 is once we actually filter that water, how do we move it from our storage vessel into the toilet to recirculate the water? And then step 4 is actual prototype construction. So like Emily mentioned before, here are our 2 original designs that we came up with during the school year. And they're aiming for new construction, holistic water saving measures. Well, we pivoted over the summertime with help from our amazing mentor, Todd, who's sitting in the back there. And we went for a simpler point of view system, which takes water directly from your faucet in your bathroom and filters it directly into your toilet, saving fresh water in your toilet. So this was a huge step for us because, like I said, we had designs at the beginning of the summer coming into it, and we actually learned that we needed to pivot. Because with the economy going how it is, coming into recession, people are spending records amount of money inside their homes. Stores like Lowe's and Home Depot are seeing the best numbers they've seen in years because of systems like these. So launch Greywater V1. So Greywater V1 is our simple point of view system, which takes the greywater generated from the faucet, stores it, filters it, and then redistributes it back into your toilet. This is a cool video, but we don't have time for it, unfortunately. If anyone wants to see it, they can talk to me later. But so the 3 things that I really learned from the Summer Sea Grant was the first, having an engineer's mindset. And this is something coming from a business guy. So I don't really get my hands dirty and work on prototypes and work on SolidWorks images and CAD images. So this was hard for me, having to think creatively in corporate design that was influenced by market research Emily had done out in the West Coast. And actually creating a V1 prototype was difficult too. But it helped me learn adaptability and the importance of planning, having a backup plan, as well as my favorite quote of the summer, flying the plane while building it. With a 2-month time frame and all this research coming in, it was split decision making. So the second thing I learned from the Summer Sea Grant is teamwork and communication, and simple skills like email writing, managing interviews with engineers and professionals in the greywater space, and as well as communicating with Emily, who lives on the West Coast, and having to manage different time schedules. And I think that's something that's really important for business students to learn, because obviously I'll be doing work internationally and nationally with my business career. So help me with skills like email writing, scheduling, and collaborative problem solving to make sure we were all moving in the same direction. And then the last thing I learned through the Summer Sea Grant was designing for the market. Similar to what Emily said, but needing to actually collect consumer data or market data on sustainable appliances that consumers were purchasing, as well as reacting to customer preferences exposed through Emily's interviews. and it helped me learn call and response type design, as well as designing around customer preference. So thank you so much to the eCenter staff and to the Summer Sea Grant sponsors, and I enjoy to see the rest of the presentations today.